Hi biology, this is Miss Satterley. I'm going to walk you through how to turn your data that you collected with the bacterial simulation into a graph. So I need you to go to classwork tab. You need to open up a couple things. One, I returned your bacterial lab simulation data to you because you need access to that document in order to make your graph. Okay, so you can open that up. What you need to do is go to the bacterial lab graph and hit untitled spreadsheet and open that up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use column A and column B. In column A, you're going to put the variable that you manipulated, so your independent variable. I'm going to use temperature as an example, so I'm going to put 0, 5, 11, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Now, in B, you need to put your average, the amount of bacteria that grew. So the average bacterial growth. So 0 had none. 5 had none. When you get down to 45 and 50, those two temperatures are too hot to have any kind of bacteria grow. So I'm just going to fill in data just to make a graph. So I'm going to put 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20, 15. Again, you need to put your values from your table. Now, if you did amount of substance, you need to put how many microliters of substance you put in. So that'll be the variable that you change, whether you changed A or you changed B. Now, if you did days or duration, then you need to type in, and I'll type it down here, day 1, day 2, day 3, and you're going to put your average for each one of those. You're going to have a smaller graph. I'll put 10, 15, and 30. So I'm just making this up. Okay, so in order to make your graph, what you're going to do is you're going to highlight column A and column B like this. Come up to the top and hit Insert, Chart. Okay, so whenever yours pops up, you're going to have a bar graph, which we don't want. We want a line graph. So you're going to go over here to where it says Chart Type, click on it, and Line Chart, and you need a line chart. So this is your data. There are a couple things we're going to do. One, go to Customize first, Chart Style, all the way to the right here. I want you to hit Smooth. So if you notice, it's now a nice smooth curve. And it's okay. So there's that. I got rid of it on accident. If that happens, go here, edit chart. You're back where you need to be. So customize. Chart style. This is where I want you to pick a color. Pick a color. Oh, that's not a good color. You know what? I'll leave it. Why not? Pick a color. Chart border color. You can pick that as well. Okay. Theme. You can change the font if you'd like. I'm going to keep it on Arial. Okay, down here, chart and axis titles. Chart title. Whatever variable you manipulated is what you're going to put here. So temperature versus bacterial growth. Duration versus bacterial growth if you pick days. Amount of substance, bacterial growth. You can change the font again. You can change the title color. I want you guys to manipulate this a little bit. So since I have a dark I want to pick something crazy here. I'm going to change my font size. Nice bright title. Okay. Change your font. Nice big title. Now, what you need to do is where it says chart title, you need to click that and go to horizontal axis title. So horizontal is across the bottom. You need to write temperature. If you picked temperature, you need to write amount of substance. If you picked amount of substance, or you need to write duration if you picked days. So again, I want this to be larger. I'm going to do 24. You know what? I'm going to do 20. Okay. I can change the color again. So this is one of the things I want you guys to do is change the title and color on this. I don't want just white graphs. Okay. So now you need to go to vertical axis title. This will be the same no matter what you tested. You're going to put bacterial growth. Just like that. I'm going to pick the same font. I had 20. And I'm going to pick different color because I can. All right. So that's your titles. Now we're going to go down, click that. Let's go to the next thing, series. So you can change a couple things here. You can change the color of your line. So let's say I want to do this dark purple. Okay. I can change the line dash type. If I want to do dashes or if I want to do dots or something like that. I can change the thickness. So it makes the line thicker. Okay. I can change the shape. So there's different things that you can do. So kind of add your own little, what you want it to look like. Add error bars. I can do that. I can do data labels. So that'll give me my data on my chart. All right. A trend line. Don't do a trend line. You don't need that. Okay. Legend. We don't really need a legend because everything is actually in our chart itself because we only have one line. And then if you want, there's really not much to do in any of the other things. Grid lines and tick marks. If you want to do this, you can. So you can do minor grid lines that'll actually add more lines. Minor tick marks, major tick marks. So that'll just add some detail to your graph. Okay. You can change the color. I probably wouldn't, but you can. You can if you'd like to. So there's just all these different things you can do. Vertical axis, I'm going to do horizontal axis. I want my minor grid lines on both. Okay, so there's my graph. I'm done. I'm going to leave it like that. I have a nice curve. All my data points have a special shape. I have my values on there. So I'm good to go. Once you get this done, you are done for today. Okay? You will use this. So make sure you don't delete it or anything. So this will be here for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll have an assignment that will have 5 questions. And that'll be kind of our summary for all of this. And I'll ask you to interpret your data. And I'll ask a few questions about that. And that will be tomorrow's assignment. And then next week, we're going to start talking about the chemistry of life. Okay? So again, this is the one. So I'm going to make a new graph. I'm going to take this data down here. I'm going to highlight this. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and my average. Insert, chart. Okay. You know what? if you're doing duration, I want you to start with day 0 with 0. Okay. Insert. Chart. So here's my basic chart. That's good. I want to see that nice exponential growth is what that's called. Make sure you have a line chart. All right. Customize chart style. Let's do some pastel colors this time. Okay. Border color you can't really see, but it's there. I also want to smooth this out for that as well. Again, your graph might not look like this because this is made up data. Okay. So again, chart and axis titles. I want to do the chart title first. I'm going to do duration versus bacterial growth. Okay. Again, change all this. Kind of needs to be a little darker, don't it? All right, make it bold if I want. I can do that. You can put in the center. So that's all these different things you can do with your chart title. Okay, now horizontal axis. That is your independent variable, so what you manipulated. So I'm going to make that duration. Okay, bold. Do that for that. No, I'm going to take that off. And last, I need to do my vertical axis title, which would be bacterial growth. I'm going to put that on 20 again, and then I'm going to auto a different color. You can play with the colors. Make it pretty. There looks some pretty colors. All right. Now, we're done with that. Let's go to series. I'm going to change my line color. That's the same as... I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go 8 points. Look at that. Okay, circles. I'm going to use diamonds this time. It's going to be my data. Okay. Dash. I'm going to use that one because why not? You know what? I'm going to leave this one solid. Okay. There's all that. You can add error bars if you want. I do want you to put the data labels on there so you can see the text color. I'm going to make them that. Okay. And the last thing, go down to grid lines and tick marks, horizontal axis, major ticks, and vertical, minor grid lines, major grid line. Okay. So that's it. There's my chart. Again, you want to keep it this size. Don't make it the page like I did on accident. So what I'll do, and I'll show you this. Here's a one I made. Here's one that I made earlier of one I copy and pasted. So I'm going to go to this. I'm going to, the 3 dots. Three dots, copy chart, go over here, I'm going to paste chart. I'm going to paste unlinked. And that is my chart. And I lost my other one, but that's okay. Okay, so there we go. There is our graph. And whenever you get this made, so you're ready to go for tomorrow, please do not procrastinate. Try to get this finished so you're not doing everything at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. So again, make your chart. Follow the directions. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.